Before I start this video, I just want to wish you guys a very good day. I hope you are staying safe because I know a lot of people who watch me are from the US and Europe and you guys are not having a good day. I know. So I wish you a good day. I hope you are staying safe, staying inside and wash your hand. Hope that thing will get better soon for you guys. Really appreciate you watching. Today we are going to know about lesser known Summoners World mechanic by DGP. He has been Summoners World Championship contestant for the past 2 years, maybe 3, I don't know before that.
Nobabo and DGP.
But I met him in Korea when he went there to compete in the final round, and he is the most funny guy I've ever met that plays Summoners World.
3, 2, 1, go!
So yesterday he posted this Reddit post about lesser known Summoners World mechanic, and a lot more people contributed to the post, so the post is hella long and you can read it. I'll put a link down below. I asked him permission to share it on YouTube because I think many of these pieces of information are very helpful to you guys. First, if you get hard CC on your own turn, you can never Via proc out, meaning monster like Praha, Visa, I think he means Viva Shell, Tableau, Bulldozer, they stun themselves, so they can't proc a violent when they get stunned by their own skill. One of the cool things with I think Singer, the Wind Monkey, if one of his ally monsters get hit and he revenge stun the attacker will not be able to Vio proc. Oh, Laika revenge stun never happen anymore. Unless you put Despair on Laika, you know, one of those mad like childish. Which means if you're building Violent on Prav, Visa, Tableau, Bulldozer, you shouldn't expect a Vio proc. Or if you are the enemy, you will know that they will go under a 1-turn CC, so you'll be fine. If you have more than 2-turn hard CC, aka hard thought sleep, you can never violent proc. This is true. If you're under 2-turn sleep, you will not just suddenly go out of sleep. You will have to go through that turn of sleep to a 1-turn sleep, then maybe you can proc out of that sleep and have an actual turn. That's why when you fight Genny Hathor, it feels so long whenever you are under 2-turn sleep because you cannot proc out and the enemy have all the chance in the world to keep violent procking. That's why it's so frustrating to fight Genny Hathor because you cannot proc out of it even if you are equipped with 6 violent runes. I'm just kidding, there's nothing like that. There's no Calibra Crystal Guardian. If you have a glancing debuff, you will always glance against the element where you have disadvantage against. Even Perna will have a 100% chance to glance water. Wow. Why so? I think glancing debuff will make you glance half the time. And if you are hitting a unit that is having the advantage element over you, like let's say you're using a water unit to hit a wind unit, or let's say you're using Perna to hit Theomas, if you have glancing on your head, it becomes 100%. So 50 plus 50. Despair has a 25% chance to stun you on the first non-glancing hit per monster. If you glance, the only thing you can do is strip and increase cooltime. Let's say Zyros, or let's say Triton. Triton can strip even if he glance, but he will not put out the attack by reduction. Zyros can reset cooltime when he glance, but you cannot put out actual debuff if you glance. In the past, Leo and Hua, who have attack bar reduction in their passive, they could reduce attack bar even if they glance, but now they fixed it to be more consistent. That's why it's a nerf to Hua and Leo. So Despair as a debuff will not be put out as long as you glance. Even with skill that guarantees stun, like let's say Fire Boomerang or the Water Fairy 2A that can guarantee sleep, if they glance, they will not put out a debuff, even if the skill say is guaranteed. I noticed this because I used Beretta in the past in TOA a lot.
Okay, Boomer.
And when we were newbie, you face a water, like full water wave in TOA, your Beretta will suck ass, okay? He will not put dots because he will glance all the time. He cannot stun because he glances all the time. Glancing is really strong in that sense, but usually when you need the enemy to glance, they will not.
Why are you running?
I know that when you do multi-hit, let's say you use a Praha or Juno, you do 3 hit, you may see stun, but only the first stun matter. If the first hit didn't proc the stun, then it will not happen in the subsequent hit. And if the first hit glance, it will not proc stun. The second hit doesn't glance, it may proc the stun. And then the third hit, it may have the stun word appear. I've seen that before. But for multi-hit unit, it is still the first non-glancing hit. If you're doing rush hour and you don't want a secret animation to be faster, let's say you're illusioning or doing Zyros, you should click on the enemy that has the stronger element. So if you're using Lucian, click on Vanessa. If you're using Zyros, click on, what is the water unit? Camilla. So that you're less likely to have crit animation. You may still have it, but less likely because you are less likely to crit those units as well. Succubus and a Cowgirl can gain attack bar and turn respectively. They have that mechanic in their skill 1, even when they kill the enemy unit. For this fact, the game knows that you are killing, but you're also proccing the sleep. Even though enemy is dead, they are sleeping. There are units that will gain something when enemy is under a certain condition, like Succubus and Shi Hou will gain attack bar when enemy is sleep or stun. And if you hit the unit that's already sleeping or stunned, you will gain the extra attack bar, same with Okeanos. So the game doesn't care about who inflicted the debuff. That's why when I thought about the Water Griffin 2A, they mentioned that it will increase attack bar according to the number of debuff granted on the enemy after the attack. Maybe it doesn't care about who inflicted the debuff. Maybe the Griffin will gain full attack bar if enemy has a lot of debuff. You will never know. People keep telling me in the comment that, hey, it will only gain 60% attack bar because the bird can only give out 2 debuff. But you never know. This game wording is sometimes pretty trash. Dot will break 2-turn sleep. Not really. 2-turn sleep, unit get a turn but not move due to sleep. So when they are sleeping, right, you put a dot on, then the 2-turn sleep become 1 turn, because after the first turn of sleep is done, they get woken up by the dot, but they don't have a turn. They just wake up like, oh, it hurts. Then they wake up, you know? So using Hathor on auto in TOA is not very ideal because when you put dots and then Hathor sleep, the sleep become 1 turn. So it's not cool. Garo is a very popular unit. You should know that if it has a dot that will kill him, it will pop the passive and next turn he'll be vulnerable to killing, which is cool. Which also means if you have 2 dots, you can kill Garo because the first dot will proc the passive, the next dot will kill Garo. This one can be quite relatable. So there are a lot of Triana on defense, but this is the Triana one. When you AoE reset with Zyros defense that has Triana in it, her passive will only proc to her rightmost ally, or in your perspective, the leftmost ally, which is usually Vanessa. So usually Triana will save Vanessa. If everybody is dying, okay? If Vanessa doesn't die, then the one next to Vanessa on her right will be saved by Triana. This means if the defense is X Triana YZ and Y dies but X survive and Triana got reset, Y will die. So Triana will focus on saving the person on her leftmost. So it doesn't care about the one on the right as much if she get resetted by Zyros. But maybe if you're doing AoE without, Zyros reset, then she will save the one on the right still. But if you're using Zyros to hit Triana, then she will try to save the one on the left if you are looking at that defense. The highest accuracy you need for OPV content is 55 and 45 for TOA and Giants, 55 for Dragons, because they data mine the resistance level of all the PvE monsters and the bosses. They found out that Giants have 60%, Dragon has 70%, but the freaking mid boss of Giants has 150% res. In my opinion, it has 9,000 resist. Even if you have 85 accuracy for him, it's not enough. It's insane. That stupid mid boss is insane. Beast Rider is getting very popular, so you should know that Beast Rider dismount doesn't count as a death. So anti-revive or anti-death does not work against Beast Rider when they are on the beast. You cannot just straight up kill them. If you oblivion the Beast Rider before you kill them, you can kill them. But if you don't believe in before that, they will just dismount and it will not count as a death. Which means things like Raw Oak passive that get additional turn when he kills somebody doesn't work because that Beast Rider is not dead yet. When you need target stun or dead, CR suddenly become the best daughter in the game. Oh my god. Alright, there's so many. There's so many. You should really spend your time reading. I can go through this in like an hour. Okay, but I don't think I need to waste your time. You can read that on your own. I hope you're staying safe, you're staying healthy in your house. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Leave a comment down below if you have any other lesser known facts about Summoner's War that I should know. So cool to learn about this game every single day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.